Hopefully, we are live, and I can't believe it because ever since I saw Solovey, I've wanted to meet these guys. I didn't get to meet them in Rotterdam, but guys, we've got Go A in the house. Taras and Kateryna, thank you so much for joining us. How are you both?
We're fine, working, doing our music stuff, you know.
You've just been telling us that you've been recording some music today as well, which is very exciting because we're hoping to get some new music from you. Tell us about what you're working from, what you're working on at the moment now that there's no Eurovision happening.
Right now it's quarantine in Ukraine, so it's a good time, good opportunity to do something we didn't manage to do earlier. So right now we're working on songs for our next album. From the musical part, I think that's it. So we are preparing for online Eurovision. So there are some things, some covers, we should prepare covers for other artists. Our songs for the next album. So right now we're working on it.
Well, we're very excited. We've already got loads and loads of people in the live chat. So we just say hello to, we've got Sarah O'Halloran. We've got Eurofan, who is coming in from Ukraine. We've got Clara Cabrera. We've got Anastasia Carroll. We've got Ariana in Canada. We've got Morkapad. We've got lots of other people whose names I can't read because they're not in a language that I understand. But hello, everyone. Go A are taking your questions today. So if you've got a question for Taras or Kateryna, we might even get you to sing a bit later on, Kateryna, because your voice is so amazing. We want to hear it live. But put your questions in the live chat and we will put them to the guys. We've also got ESE Manga, we've got Philip Astron, we've got Lee Saunderson, Olympic, Alexander Pagels, too many people to mention. So guys, your questions, and we already have one from Clara, which is, how do you describe your sound?
Oh, that's an interesting question there. How do we describe our sound? Як ми пишемо наш звук, наше звучання?
At first we feel something special and maybe прекрасно.
Sorry, I'll translate that. Як ми пояснимо своє звучання, як ми його пишемо?
We are so cool.
Yes.
And we agree.
It's besides that it's so cool, it's a mix of Ukrainian folklore and modern electronic music. So we can go like musical styles or something, but what for?
Well, we have to talk about Solovey because that's why we're talking to you. I mean, you stormed to victory in Vidbir in, was it February? It seems like such a long time ago already. With this song that was epic. It was kind of fusing electronica with Kateryna's, we call it white voice style of singing. Is that what it's called?
It's quite difficult to translate it in English. Actually, it's a native Ukrainian vocal style, like the style our ancestors sang like 2-3 centuries ago. So it's like a Ukraine thing. It's quite unique.
I wish I could do it myself, but it was just, the sound was amazing and something that I wasn't expecting when I heard the song for the first time, because I never listened to the songs before they're announced as winner. So I always wait until the song has won and then I listen to it the first time. I was blown away.
When we watched some reactions for our song on YouTube, we were watching like people watching our song, and from the beginning of the song they're like, okay, it's fine. Then they heard Kateryna's voice and like, oh, what's that? So every time.
How did it feel seeing, like, getting those reactions from fans? Because the reaction to the song was so positive.
How did it feel? Як тобі відчувалися реакції фанів на твій голос? Як ти це сприймала? Може, українською я перекладу?
Ну, мені дуже подобалось, було дуже приємно, що в Європі зацінили такий голос, адже ну, він незвичний доволі, тому мені було дуже приємно.
Okay, so Kate says she was very pleased because she saw that people from Europe and from the rest of the world, they heard her voice, they heard her voice technique, and they liked it. So they liked Ukrainian vocal style. So, and it's really cool. I think that not many people in the world heard that vocal style before. So I mean, there's lots of native music around the world, like Arab music, Indian music, English music, American country music. Everybody knows those styles, but not many people know that there's Ukrainian folk music. And Katya sang, and now everybody knows.
Boy, do we know, and we can't wait to hear it again. We've got Ariana here saying, Kateryna, you've got an incredible voice. Lots of people fell in love with your voice. We've also got a question from Lee Saunderson, who wants to know about your next album.
Oh, hello. I
know them.
He watched my live translation in Instagram.
Ah, okay. Cool. Well, welcome, Lee Saunderson. Can you tell us more about your album? What can we expect, and when will it be ready? Do we have a release date?
Да, мы зараз в процесі.
Okay, so right now we're in process of making new songs, but we think we'll drop the album in late summer or even autumn.
We dropped this album in
autumn
because one of these songs
maybe our song for the next Eurovision.
Yes.
So actually, what we have decided is, of course, at Ukraine's national selection, people voted not only for the artist but for the song, and Eurovision is as well a song contest. So we think people have the right to choose. We'll make several songs and let the people choose which one of them will be our song for the next Eurovision. And of course, those songs will be on our next album, so have to wait till autumn.
You have to follow the rules, so you can't release it until I think it's I don't know the rules myself. October
until September.
September,
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's so good to hear that you're up for doing Eurovision. I'm going to hand over to Stu because Stu has literally been, I've never seen him as excited as he's been this week meeting you guys, because he absolutely fell in love with your song.
Thanks, Stu.
Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely. And, you know, you're talking about some of the songs that you're going to introduce for next year. And we've already been talking about how you guys have such a diverse style, and you know, one song will be very different to the next. So what I'm curious about is what do you guys listen to, or what kind of art do you guys look to for inspiration?
Що ми слухаємо, чим ми надихаємося?
I like British music. It's Muse, it's Alt J, it's many
So Kate likes strange music, strange and very depressive music.
No,
I love Muse as well. Muse are one of my favorite bands.
And Alt J are great too.
So I'm the loser here. Okay.
and I like music from Iceland.
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 Sigur Rós, Björk.
Gus.
I know. Yes, but not.
Yes, but no. Okay.
Very, very good music. I think it's atmospheric and грустно, no?
A little bit sad.
A little bit sad. I like sad music.
So, like I said before, in our band, everybody listens to absolutely different music. Kate listens to, first of all, she listens to emotions in music. I, on the contrary, listen to the energy of music. So for me, it's like absolutely different, not absolutely, but different styles, different bands, different artists. For example, I can name, who I can name? Okay, Pendulum, a band
Oh,
from
yeah.
Australia, drum and bass.
Propane Nightmares.
Yeah, Pink Nightmares. It's Pink Nightmares. It's Infected Mushroom, I suppose.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
whatever. So what I like about Pendulum, they make drum and bass, but on stage they look like a real rock band.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. I listen to a lot of electronic music, classical music as well. I've played. We all before Go Away, we all played in rock bands, rock metal bands. By the way, besides her white vocal style, Kate sings extreme vocal style, like in metal bands, screaming and so on.
Yes.
Yeah. So I listen to a lot of metal bands. Like I was fond of the band called Cannibal Corpse, you know,
Okay.
and so on. Well, lots of other bands, Ukrainian bands, and well, actually, it's more simple to name styles or bands we not listen to.
I see.
Okay.
Well, also too, because you guys took part in Vidbir, this was the first year that I watched Vidbir, and I was really impressed at the diversity of sounds and styles. And I know that for you guys, it was quite emotional when you guys had won, and it seemed like it was a really tight competition. So I'm curious about what other Ukrainian artists that you guys are interested in and associated with.
Які ще нам подобаються українські артисти?
Даха Браха.
Oh, really? There's a band called Даха Браха. You know that band?
No, I haven't heard of them.
Oh.
Well, actually, it's the first Ukrainian band that made its concerts on BBC Live. Then Glastonbury Festival, and I don't remember everything, but lots and lots of European and other festivals. So they last year they did like a fourth or fifth US tour and something like that. And why? Because they are unique. They also sing in native Ukrainian voices, but they mix it with some, jazz and other world music. They call their style ethno chaos.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, and they're you should listen to it. It's very unique and it's very cool. It was their song was on several TV shows, I think. Fargo and
Yes, Beckham.
Their song was on TV commercial with David Beckham.
Oh, wow.
I don't remember. Was it Diesel or what? Яка це була реклама чого?
Там, по-моєму, якась не життя.
Whatever. Okay, so we're trying to remember which commercial it was, but we don't. You remember Beckham and Даха Браcha's music.
Definitely.
We've got a question from Euroboy4, who's in Greece, wants to know, how did you come up with the name Go A for the group? Where did the name come from?
Of course, we can we can do like a long story, but really, it just the name just appeared. So we thought that we want to make modern music, but we want to make modern music with traditional Ukrainian folklore. So it's like we're doing it now, but also we're going back to our roots. And we thought it would be great to make a name that will represent all this our idea. The name of the band is like Go for like English to go for movement, and A for ancient Latin letter Alpha, which represents the beginning of everything. So our cultural or historic roots, our, you know, even God sometimes, or everything, like God said, I'm Alpha and Omega. Well, and the beauty of the name Goey is that every person can put his own meaning. So for somebody, it's like going back to God. For somebody, it's like going back to his roots. For us, it's like going back to our cultural roots.
Oh, and that's what I love about you guys, because you represent the culture of Ukraine so well and in such a vibrant way. And what I'm sad about is that you're not going to be able to showcase that to the whole of Europe this year. Hopefully next year you'll be able to do that. And we can't wait to hear what songs you guys are going to come back with. That's really exciting.
Mhm.
So, and actually, we believe that when quarantine is over, we'll have a chance to. Well, of course, first of all, we'll do when quarantine is over, we'll do a Ukrainian tour. So we want to go to every town, every city, and say thank you to all the people who voted for us. But then. We want to go to Europe. We want to do concerts in Europe, and if it's possible, it would be great.
Yeah, and so, can you come to London first?
Well, it depends on London, you know.
Well, I'll write a letter for you. I'd love you to come and perform in London. That would be crazy.
Actually, for the last couple of years, we had some concerts in Europe, like in Poland and
Israel.
No, Israel is not Europe, but okay. So in Israel, and what we saw that people who were at our concerts, of course, they didn't know Ukrainian, but they listened, they reacted like they knew. So they liked our songs, and we understood that at first we thought that, okay, who will listen to us in Europe? It won't be interesting for them, but it was interesting. So it was like one of the first steps to go to the national selection. We saw that our music. Our music is being liked in Europe, and we have some chances on national selection. So we went.
Well, it just shows, doesn't it, that sometimes you just need a bit of confidence in the sound that you're producing, because people fell in love with what you guys are doing and with you as a band. So we would love to see you do some tour around Europe. Like I said, London first. Stuart wants you in Canada. So if you can travel all the way to Canada. We've got Joanne Johnson in the live chat, wants to know, how long have you guys been together as a band?
Okay, so as a band, we started in late 2012. So our first song was released on December 21, 2012. But it was Goey was a bit different. So at first, when I met Kate, we recorded one song, and then for half a year she was like a back vocal singer. We had a female singer, but she wasn't singing like native Ukrainian style, just ordinary pop vocal style. Nice, but not Ukrainian folk style. Then we saw that maybe it's time to do something different. So we started to experiment, and we came up with the songs you can find on iTunes and everything. Our first album. So the journey, so to say, of Goey began 7 years ago, but there were some changes in the band.
Wow,
so
okay.
We've counted from the beginning, from the foundation of the band. We've changed like 14 band members.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, there are lots of good musicians, but there are very few musicians who understood what we are trying to tell the world. So like in national selection, so our goal in national selection wasn't just only to win. We wanted the whole world to hear our music, not our, but Ukrainian music. So for them to know it exists in the first place. So and not everybody understands this idea. So some people wanted just money, or just to go on the stage and play something, doesn't matter what. So that's why there were some changes in the band. But right now, I think we have a dream team.
Yes, we love it.
Well,
Alexander, I was just going to say, Alexander Pagels just wants to say he loves your voice, Kateryna. It doesn't sound like anything else in Eurovision. It stands out and it's authentic. So you've got a fan.
Let me translate that. So, чувак, подобається твій вокал, він не схожий ні на що, він відрізняється від цього, він автентичний.
Oh, thank you, Alexander. Thank you very much.
Well, it's true, actually. He's right about that.
We've also got Anti Arts. Kiev loves Go A. Europe loves Go A. Everyone loves
it. Thank you.
You've picked up so many fans. We've got more love for you, Kateryna. ESC Manga, who's from Turkey, loves your voice. And we've got Kuzmi 4, who wants you to sing Solovey, but maybe we'll just leave that for a few minutes, because I also want you to sing a little bit as well. So we will get Kateryna to do some singing. Stu, what were you were going to ask something a second ago?
Yeah, you guys were talking about how the four of you now, you feel like now you've got the dream team. And I'm curious about, what do you think it is about the four of you that work well together musically?
Чому ми так класно спрацювалися в чотирьох в тому складі, в якому ми є зараз?
Бо всі люди, які зараз з нами працюють, вони розуміють, що вони роблять, вони всі люблять українську музику, і вони її вивчали на глибинному рівні.
Excellent. Okay, so actually I fully agree with Kate. What she said was it's a dream team because right now everybody in the band share the band's idea. So all four members like Ukrainian music and study Ukrainian music, not just my English is bad. I think I can translate. So all four of us are just learning Ukrainian native music, like deep or
because
something.
We feel a strong connection with our roots.
Thank you.
And you can feel that when you're performing, and not very many bands can convey that to an audience. Well, so you can feel it.
Well, actually, we had a couple of acoustic concerts, online concerts, and it's quite strange because you were singing not for the people but for the camera.
Yeah.
So we got we can refer to ourselves as a live band. So the stage is our life, actually, and when we don't see the public, don't see the kids behind the stage, we like, who are we singing for?
But I will see it.
Oh, I don't know. We might have just lost the connection.
Oh no, come back.
Oh, have we lost Go A? We're going to see if they can come back. It looks like they might have a connection issue, guys. I have to say, Stu, love these guys and love what they convey to the audience. They're talking about kind of putting across the culture of the Ukrainian roots and how important it is. Love. Oh, guys, you're back.
You're back.
Oh, there are some problems, I think. Yeah. So, what shall we continue with?
Well, I was about to start singing. So you came in at the right time. We've got another question for you from Sarah O'Halloran. She wants to know: do you dance?
Sometimes I dance. Maybe this dance. Підключайся.
You too, everyone.
I don't dance because I'm not drinking.
We have to ask who came up with the move? Who came up with the idea? Was it you?
Скажи, що це було случайно.
It was like accidentally, absolutely accidentally. Like 15 minutes and the dance is ready.
No, not 50 minutes, 5 minutes. 50 minutes ми думали, що нам зробити.
Okay, like for 15 minutes, the girls thought about what will they do. Then 5 minutes and the dance is ready.
Yeah.
We've got a Franco Nicolas Mendes wants to say this is his favorite Ukrainian song ever.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
There's been some fantastic Ukrainian songs in the past, so that's a huge accolade. Someone asked this earlier, and I've lost the comment, but someone wanted to know, what is your favorite Ukrainian Eurovision song from the past?
Яка наша улюблена пісня з українська пісня з Євробачення? Що вже було?
I know one Ukrainian song. Соловей, Соловей.
I was going to say Jamala, but
Yes, Jamala.
Yeah.
Oh, Jamala was amazing, actually, and it was because she won. I got to go to Kiev 3 years ago to the beautiful city. Oh, I fell in love with it, and it's so much bigger than I expected before I went there. It's huge.
Oh, really?
It takes so long to get everywhere just because Kiev is such a huge city.
Because of the traffic. It's not so big as London, but still.
The worst traffic. Like the people were beautiful. I love the spirit of the people. Everyone was so proud to host Eurovision there a few years ago. So, you know, maybe we could have been going there in 2021. Who knows? But we'll keep our fingers crossed for 2022. Maybe we'll be going back to Ukraine for Eurovision. Let's see. Do you remember having the contest in Ukraine? Do you remember the spirit of the city when it was happening a few years ago?
Пам'ятаєте, як проходило Євробачення в Києві в 17-му році?
Yeah, there are many people in Kyiv.
Actually, I remember because my home is located like 20 minutes on feet to Eurovision stage.
Oh, wow.
Wow, okay.
So many people.
My work located 5 minutes. Yes.
Oh, and Kate worked like 5 minutes from Eurovision stage.
I work in McDonald's, and
I worked.
it was crazy.
And who'd have thought that a few years later you'd be selected to represent the country at Eurovision? That's crazy.
No. Well, actually, for so many years, like for 7 years, we were in like musical underground. Nobody understood what we're trying to say. So for rock festivals, we were too soft. For electronic festivals, we were too folk style or something. We heard a lot of times we heard like do something different, like go more trendy or modern or something, or don't sing that style of vocal. And after winning the national selection, finally we understood that we were doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And we continue to do the right thing and be ourselves.
Oh, well, we're glad you did, because we loved the end product. You've got some love here from Elliot Harris, who's in the UK. Says that he'd never heard of you before, but love your song and so excited to see you compete next year. So that's from Elliot in the UK.
Wow, thank you. Well, actually, if he would say that he heard of us before, I would be very surprised.
We've also got Stephen. Kendall says you're wonderful. Can you sing a little bit of Galmanina song?
Galmanina. Can you?
Yes, no problem.
Go ahead.
Ой, на горі же темного, половина зеленого, пішли його дівки шати, та й забули церпи взяти. Посилала мене мати зеленого жита жати, а я серпа закинула, та й до хлопців полину. Жаль мені на козака, жаль мені на його, розтоптала черевички, ходячи до його. Жаль мені на козака, жаль мені на його, розтоптала черевички, ходячи до його.
Woo! Yes, your voice is amazing. We've got Simon wants to know next year's Vidbir, are we only going to hear the same style of singing from you, Kateryna, or are you going to maybe try some different styles?
Maybe. But song will be in Ukrainian language.
Yes.
Mhm.
So actually, when we released our song Solovey on YouTube, we've got a comment from some guy, some European guy. He was saying like, whatever they say, do not translate the song into English.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
In Ukraine, many people said that we wanted to translate.
Yeah, in our country, before we won the national selection, we've heard many times. We've heard like the song that for Eurovision should be in English. You should translate this song. Of course, you should.
Europe don't not understand your song.
Yeah, they won't understand. Translate it.
Mhm.
But you're so happy that you didn't.
So are we. So I don't think. Well, I don't think that this vocal style will sound like similar in any other different language. So it's like a Ukrainian thing.
What about cranberries?
The Cranberries. Oh,
Well, it's a different vocal style.
But very схожий.
Well, actually, a few years ago, Kate won the second place at the contest, The Voice of McDonald's,
Yeah.
and she
Oh.
sang the song Zombie. You can find it on YouTube.
Yes.
oh, I'm gonna look for that.
It was zombie.
Huh?
Is it zombie, did you say?
Zombie.
In your head, in your head, zombie, zombie, zombie. Hey, hey.
Woo.
Oh, that is one of two of the best songs by them.
Mhm.
Yes, I like the
I
song.
love I can't remember what it's called. What's it called? Linger? No, that one? You have to. You have to.
Yeah, I remember. I don't remember the exact name, but I remember the
It
melody.
wasn't called Linger. I can't remember what it was called, but it was
I
yeah.
remember it was
and
the
Zombie.
same album.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Loved hearing your interpretation of it. I'm gonna have to find that video on YouTube. Oh, was it the voice of McDonald's?
Something like that.
Kateryna Pavlenko.
The voice of
Voice of
From that- From that to Vidbir, that's a journey.
it is.
I wanted to ask about how many of the songs from this year's selection for all of Eurovision from other countries, were there any songs that stood out to you that you really liked from other countries?
Sure.
Loreen, yeah?
Yeah, no, from this year. Цього року. Що подобалось цього року? Here she goes.
From
Switzerland.
John, Switzerland, and I like the group.
Lithuania.
Oh, nice.
What about Ireland?
Ireland. Yes, all song is very good, but my favorite is Response-moi.
Nice. How about you, Taras?
Lithuanians. The group. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
I like the song very much.
yeah, we love that. Maybe you can do some Roop style choreography in your next Eurovision entry.
I feel like a Go-A remix of On Fire would be incredible.
Well,
He can do that well.
well, actually, do you about remix? On May 16th, there will be a on a Eurovision Online concert. It's called Eurovision Europe China Light, and oh no! I'm sorry. My mistake. On May 15th. It's a series of online concerts called Eurovision Stay at Home. So they release every week, and our performance will be on May 15th, day before Eurovision Europe China Light, and we have to sing our song Solovey, and we will sing a cover song for we had to come up with 4 cover songs, and on 9th of May, Eurofans will decide which of those 4 covers we will sing on May 15th. And one of those covers we picked is The Roop.
I know what you're going to be voting for then.
There is a chance you'll hear our version of that song.
Голосуйте за сердючку.
Okay.
We've got. I think it's Cosmic wants you to say hello. He's been dying for you to say hello.
Кузьмичных не потик.
There you go. We've got Yuri says you guys are gorgeous. Wants to know how will your sound change in the future, and will you be doing any collaborations with anyone?
Maybe.
A month ago I didn't know how would my haircut change in the future, but
can we see it?
So
getting longer.
Yeah. So actually, it's the first time I did this in my whole life.
When Taras was 30, he seems like Jesus.
So well, I have long hair and I look like Jesus. Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is that life can go in any possible direction concerning our musical style or sound design or anything else. Maybe tomorrow we'll decide to do something like to do some different song or something. So the main thing is not to be afraid of experiments. Many bands, many artists, many bands, they write one like super banger, and then they stick to this style for several years. I don't think it's a good idea. Maybe, well, for money making, it's a good idea, of course. But for the music itself, I think you shouldn't stay on on one song style. You should experiment and try to do something different, something more interesting, maybe. So who knows? Maybe our sound will change a little bit. Maybe it won't. We don't know yet.
Well, you've just
about collaboration with John.
Who?
Oh.
I dream about collaboration with John.
Who's John? John?
Responsible.
Yeah. I can't remember his name. Shit.
Well, guys, everyone needs to go on Instagram and tag John's Tears, and let's get that collaboration going, because that would be amazing.
I dream about collaboration with David Gilmour, but it won't happen.
Guys, we're going to do 2 more questions, and then we're going to let you go, we promise. And then we have to hear Kateryna sing Solovey as well. But you've already answered Livy's question. Are you going to keep the same style next year or send something completely different? So you've already written some songs for next year, I think. We've already got some potential ones.
We're in process. We haven't written them yet. As we said before, people will decide. So we will do several songs, and we will let people decide which song will it be.
Well, we can't wait to hear it. But we have to hear you sing Solovey, and I might join. I won't join in because I'll just ruin it. We have to hear that voice one more time.
Sing.
Solovey?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. How many куплетов я должна sing?
No, not
Ты
many.
мне підстукаєш щось?
Wait, I'll get my drum.
Yeah.
Do you hear this?
Yes.
So it's like I'm knocking on my knee.
1, 2, 3, 4. Ой, ходила я в долину по червоною калину. Ой, ходила я в долину по червоною калин. Назбирала квіточок, заплітала віночок, заплітала віночок, ротоє парвіночок. А до мене Ванюша, я загаю поспіша. А до мене Ванюша, ти Катруся хороша. Мила моя Катруся, я з тобою люблюся, я з тобою люблюся, поки не знаматуся. Соловей, соловей, не співай раненько, а мені на серденько знов не веселенько. Соловей, соловей, ой, як мені бути, вміла його полюбити, не вміла забути.
Oh. Oh, well done. It's going to be a song that we're going to keep listening to all the time, all the way to 2021. We want to thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. It's been really special to meet you after seeing your performance.
Thank you for inviting us. It was fun.
Yeah, and we would love to do it again. So when we're building up to 2021, what's coming up in the next few weeks for you guys? Are you doing more work in the studio, or what are you doing around Eurovision time? Are you doing the home concert? Is there anything else you've got planned?
Well, we are being prepared for online concert for Eurovision. Also, we are in process of making new songs, and we are getting ready. We are rehearsing. We are getting ready for the quarantine to end and just to hop on the bus and go for the tour.
Yes, London. Remember.
No problem.
Yeah, we'll do our best.
Yeah, and lastly, do you have a message for your fans before we go?
Do we have a message for our fans? Of course we do.
We love all of you.
Oh.
Yeah, you said, ты сказала правильно.
From Ukraine with love.
I want to add something. So my message is very simple. Love your culture. In every country, every person, love your culture. And just love your culture.
We are unique, and it's very good.
Yeah. Every one of us, every culture is unique.
Love it, love it, love it. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. We hope to see you again very, very soon. We'd love to have you back. We've had a lot of fun with you, and hearing. Can I just say as well, Taras, your English is fantastic. So I don't know what you're saying about your English not being very good.
Well, actually, you've been to Kiev and I've been to London, but it was in 1996, like 24 years ago. And I was there for 3 hours, and it was raining.
I was like that all the time. It's raining now. But guys, thank you so much, and we will see you all again very soon. Thank you for watching, guys.
Thank you.
See ya.
Thank you.